Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode on all the mods to the sky. In the previous episode we went ahead and built this little contraption that we in the end used to create these guys. All are geo ores and we've got a lot. We've got a lot of them and this should solve our resource problem because now we get these shards, like we've got iron ore shards. We can chuck them into this little system that I built between episodes. This will automatically smelt them down and create the variety of ores you see in front of us, which is pretty neat. But another problem I noticed is we're going to start running out of storage real soon. So yes, we have drawers and we have all of those systems and we will use this to our advantage. But I do think that we need to incorporate this with another mod, AE2. I think we need to see if we can get into AE2. And to get into AE2, well, we're going to have to look at a few of the quest lines. And the first thing we're going to do is, well, I was checking out other mods as well, but we're going to go to chapter 2, the cool parts, and we're going to continue on this line. You see, we already made some of the growth accelerators. We might look into going into those two as well, because they will help us with the whole geode things, which we can then use in return to power stuff and so forth. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have to head on over to this side and we're going to have to be able to make plates. So we're going to need hammers. Can we do that? Yeah. Hammers we're going to have to add to our list. Let's just remove these others. And then we're also going to have to go ahead and just add plates because we're going to have to make plates as well, which is really, really important. And then from those, we also need to go and make ourselves an inscriber, which I do think, didn't we make that already? No, we made the charger. Yeah, we made the charger in the previous episode. And then from there, we're going to have to make all the different plates. The inscribing plates. And then we can head into the ME2 controller, which helps that. So those are the first things that we will have to do. I have, however, just remembered that between episodes, I actually thought about the cobbled deepslate. And I think that's why the cobbled deepslate was on that list. Okay, let's quickly see, because I do think I figured it out. Deep slate pebbles, that's fine, because if we need to go this direction. We need to use a block generator to get cobbled deep slate, which means we need to get ice. And how did I see the ice recipe forming? Wandering trader could sell it. We could cool down that some more. I do remember there was a certain way of doing it. Frozen core. With normal ice. How do we get normal ice? Grey paste and crushed ice. Okay, so you can get water, you can get ice in a barrel. This was it. So if we take water and we add a snowball to it, we can get ice. But to get a snowball, we can just use white dye on slime or resin or any of those type of things. And to get slime, we can either go the create route. Yeah, the create route will be the only one. What was this? Filters. Or we can trade it. But that's another thing. We do have slime because slime you can also create in the barrels, isn't it? If we use these, if you go to, we want to craft it into a slime block. And I do believe a slime block was water and you add milk. Okay, so we can do that, and to do that, we already have slime blocks, if I'm not mistaken. We do. So we do have that, but I think we're going to need a bit more slime. Can we sleep? Let's quickly sleep. I know we're getting totally off track from the AE2, but I think it's important for us to do this real quick. Are there more cows over here? There are. Can we pick up cows? No, we can't. Okay, So So we got ourselves 7 buckets of milk. And can we just put one in there for now? Okay, that's not going to work. But there we go. Okay, so we can get slime blocks like that. And then slime blocks we can turn into slime balls, which is perfect. So let's grab 3 more. Oh, it filled up a bunch. I didn't even notice that. Okay, cool. And then we have a total of 64 slime. And then do we have bone meal? We do have quite a bunch of bone meal. So if we were to do... let's do 32 for now. I don't know how many we're going to need. Let's do 64. That's fine. And we have a bunch of slime balls. And now if we do... Yeah, there we go. Getting ourselves a bunch of ice. And those we can craft into packed ice. And then the cobbled deep slate requires packed ice. Is that it? Did we really just get that recipe already? Where did I click now? Cobbled deep slate? Yeah, it's just ice and lava. It might consume the lava again, which is fine. But if we were to do this and we rip out this boy, let's just grab ourselves a bucket not a bucket, a chest real quick. I just want to eat as well. I think they're in here. Yeah, there they are. One of those. Let's put that away. And then we need a bucket of lava, which we can get literally anywhere, but let's grab over here. There we go. And if we were to do... Oh, I didn't grab the drawer. Why did I not grab it? Oh, no. I did grab it, but I think I chucked it in here and I kept the sign. My bad. And now if we do this, and if we do... Oh, I'm an idiot. I just destroyed it. Oops. This is supposed to be water, and I just ruined it. Okay, this is going to make it a little bit more difficult because we need lava and ice. Can we maybe move it in here? So we put the ice over there, the contraption over there, and the lava is still flowing from up there. I think we can do that. Let's do that. We're going to change it all up. We're going to have to make a new ice block, which is not a problem. That's not a problem at all. That's the least of our problems. So we just need 9 of these. There we go. That's correct. So we can turn that into a block. And then we can place this block right over here. But I do think we need to just do this, because I'm scared I mess it up again. So we can do this. Then we can have our little generator. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I was scared I'm going to mess it up, and I ended up messing it up. Come on, go. Okay, it's away. Let's try again. Take 2. Come on. And then we do have it. That is our cobbled deep slate. Now we need to break that and put that down. And that's it. I guess what we can do is we can now do this. Just to hide that. And then we can rip out this one. guess all of these. Oh, also that one at the bottom is supposed to be glass, so we'll just fix that. But we can take this over there, do that there. Here we go. We've got that, we can do that one. And then this one we're going to rip out, we're going to put that in there. Like so. Awesome. Okay, so we finished the cobbled deepslate one as well, so that problem is solved. So we've got all of those generating. Now let's just empty all of this out. I'm going to chuck all the snowballs in there. We can just pump all of those in there, and buckets. Buckets go there. Slime balls and copycat panels. Okay, cool. So we sorted that, and that should be the last of that problem. Now, the next one we need to do is we need to work towards these items, and the first thing we're going to do is the hammer, which will be sticks, iron, and string. So if we go to iron, I'm going to make extras, and then we're going to grab 4 sticks and then 2 string, because I don't know how long those hammers last. I don't want to constantly make them, so we're going to make 2 from the get-go. There we go. We've got a hammer. And now what I want to also do is just grab all of... Can we take all of this and chuck all of this into our storage system? Yeah, that should work. Graphite is the only one we don't have. Okay, and then we're going to need... I don't know how many we're going to need of these. 16? I think so. Let's check the quest line. So we completed this, but we still need the plates. So we can just do this, and we can add those in there. And there we go. We completed the first quest, which gave us iron bars. And now the next one is make the inscriber, which is 2 pistons. And then 5 and 1. So 5 of those, 1 of those. I can add 2 pistons, so it will be 2 more iron, 2 more redstone. That will be a total of 6 wooden planks. So if we do that and take those 2, that should be enough. And then it's 4, so it's 8 cobble. There we go. So those should be enough for our pistons. There we go, 2 pistons. And then we grab the other stuff, and there we have our inscriber. Now I'm just thinking, what was the contraption I made last time? Please don't tell me it was an inscriber. It's in here. Where did I leave it? Was it over here? I know I've already made it and I hid it somewhere. I didn't hide it, I just put it away. Is it in here? No, where did I put it? Yeah? Oh, it's in here. Oh no, we made a charger and we have an inscriber now as well. Okay, perfect. So now that we have the inscriber, we can grab the sorters and the charge sorters. And the next thing we need to do is, well, I guess make these plates. So AE2 is complicated. Why do you think I avoided for so long? But we'll try and make it less complicated. Using our inscriber, we can combine certain items with iron plates to make inscriber presses. We will need all 4 of these presses, but that is okay. They're decently easy to get. We'll need these in order to make circuits. Flip this page to read about those. Okay? Inscribers don't just make presses, they also make circuits using those presses. Each press can be combined with a material to make a special circuit. These circuits will need to be combined with each other in an inscriber to make complete circuits. These are the final products to create our machines. I don't promise that though. AE2 is complicated. Okay. So the inscriber makes presses, and the presses with material make circuits. Like, I haven't played with this mod in such a long time. And then also I'm wondering if we shouldn't make another one of these generators, maybe? The magmatic ones? How intense was that recipe? Oh, that's not bad. So it's 5 gold. Okay, 5 gold. One of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 of those. And do I have an additional furnace somewhere? I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Let's quickly make those. So one of those. Then we'll need this, that, and this. We can put away the extra glass. We're going to need energy pipes. We're going to need fluid pipes. And I do believe that's the only pipes we're going to need. And I'm thinking we're just going to put it in here. Grab that and that. And those two are great because now we can put them back where we moved stuff back here. Oh. There. And there. Perfect. And now we can do this. So I think what we need to do is we need to... Can you input lava from the top? I'm not sure. Maybe we can rip out an additional line like so. And we do this. I do like that. Then we have our generator over here with energy coming out the hooser over here. Then we can have our inscriber. And then we only need the wrench on this side. Yep, because we need to pull out. And then we can also do our charger over here. Perfect. And now we just need to put lava into this. Which will be one of these. This is where I fill up my jars. But now the difficult part will be to tell this to take the power. What's in here? Can we... Let's just break all of this. Just take all of this. Okay. Then we do this with a fluid pipe like so. And we wrench that part. We've got power and we've got power. Which is grand. And then I think we need to add our barrel back over here with all our different AE2 stuff. Like so. That's not AE2. Those were... these I can keep on me. This and this goes together. That can go there. Okay. So I think we're fine in regards to the basics. We have the two inscriber. And now we need to make the different presses. So if we click over here and we go to presses, we can click. You get the inscriber calculation press, which is sky stone, a certus quartz crystal, and an iron plate. Let's just see. Crafting presses are obtained by breaking a mysterious cube. Mysterious cubes are in the center of... Okay, we don't have that. Okay, so I do believe this is it. Charged certus, sky stone, and a sheet. No, we moved it. Charged certus, sky stone, and a sheet. So if we do this, we're going to need a sheet, sky stone, and that. It's doing something. And we've got the calculation press. Okay, so that's fairly easy. So now the next one... Oh, we need to do every single one. So the one is diamond, one is gold, and one is silicon. Silicon is a different one. Certus quartz dust becomes silicon. Or raw silicon or quartz blend. Coal sand and certus quartz dust gives you 6 of those. Oh, that's quite handy because then we don't have to use all our stuff. Okay, let's do that. I think we have more of that in here. So let's do, you know what? Let's do a stack. Can we do a stack? I don't know if it's wise, but we're going to do a stack. So we do 1, 1, 1, and then, no, that's dust. And we just chuck all of these in here. We're not going to be able to do that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can put that away. Can we chuck these through here so it goes a bit quicker? We can. Okay, let's just chuck a whole stack in there manually. Okay, so we've got that in there. That's going. So we said we're going to need 1 gold, 1 diamond, and then 1 silicone. Okay, cool. So let's do the same again. So we're going to chuck a bunch of sheets in here. 1, 2, 3 in there. We're going to do 3 of those. And then we're going to just add 1 of each. No, it's this way around. Oh. What did I do wrong? Oh, it's the sky stone. Sky stone, not the charged, what you call it? Sky stone. Did I put that back again now? Yes, I did. Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3 sky stone there. We do 1 gold. That gives us logic. This gives us silicone press, and then diamonds, the last one, which I do believe is engineering. Or engineer's press, or something like that. Yep, engineering press. And that's it. We've got all 3 of them. We get a block of iron. We get some more silicon. Now, the next part is the ME controller. The ME controller is the most important block in all of AE2, the heart of the ME system. There is nothing in AE2 without the ME controller. Now, how do we make it? First and simplest is sky stone. Just smelt sky stone dust. Next is fluix dust. Check out the previous quest in order to make it. Last is the engineering process. This is made from using Inscriber to combine redstone dust and engineering processor circuit and printed silicone. Okay. We're going to do this way. We're going to say, yeah, we're going to take that. Let's remove those from the quest line. Let's keep the hammer on there. So first thing, sky stone, which is the dust that we're going to smelt. Okay. We've got quite a lot of that, so let's... No, I want a whole stack of it. There we go, whole stack. So I think what we need to do is we need to just replace that for now. And replace that for now. No, replace. Chuck that in there. Okay, cool. That's making some sky stone. So while the sky stone is being made, we can look at flux crystals, which is those 3 items chucked into water. So that is charged certus, redstone, and nether quartz. Do I still have though? I do, but maybe we should make some more. Okay, now here's the next question. Can we automate that? Let's take chests, I guess. And do we have item pipes? We can grab item pipes from in here. And we're going to have to go down. So if I were to put an item pipe over there, and I wrench it, and I put a chest over here, and I do that, it charges and it removes. Okay, perfect. But then also we want to automate that, so we'll do that over there, this over there. We'll remove this. Okay, well, it still worked. And we'll do that. And then we're going to chuck certus crystals in there. Okay, so that's making a bunch of those for us. I want to see if we can get ourselves to 32. this is still working fine. I just want to make sure we have enough lava there. Now we need... It feels like it's very slow. Was that just me? See, like, that is already charged. Why is it not taking it out? Or it is. It's just very slow. We can upgrade these pipes, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. I just want to get this to 32. And then we're also going to need, I think, 32 redstone and 32 quartz. So we can do that. And we can do that. And then these we can just chuck in here. So it's that, that, and that. And while that goes, we can eat. Okay, cool. So we've got a stack of those. Okay, so it just literally doubles it. So let's see. Oh, Skystone. Do we have enough for those? Because now what I do believe is we need to smelt those again. Yeah, you need to smelt them again. But do we need to do all of them? Let's just do 8. Yeah, let's do 8. And then while that goes, I think we should harvest some more of these maybe. And the reason why I want to do that is because we're currently using the coal ores to smelt items. We turn them into blocks and we smelt items, and you can smelt a total of 80 items with 1 block. So I don't really want to waste them. So if we have all of these extras, we might as well use it to our advantage. Okay, we've got those. I want to automate the geo process as well, but I first feel like we need to seriously get storage going. Okay, we can put those in there. That. Yeah, it's fine. And then these we craft into blocks, which can go there and can go there. Grab our blocks. Now the next thing we need, so we've got those. The next thing is an engineering processor, which is a printed silicone and a printed engineer circuit. Oh, this is quite cool. What do we need for this thing? Circuit slicer. Oh no, this is a way off. Okay, we're still going the cheap way. So we're going to need inscriber silicone press and silicone. Okay, so the silicone press is this one and silicone, and I do think we should try and make a few. Can we do 32? I know I could have just right-clicked. Can we do this? Can we chuck those in there and this? Let that run, and then maybe we should make a second inscriber. Inscriber. Okay, it's just the 2 pistons again. Can I just break that? Okay, so we're going to need 8 of those. 2 of those. We have iron. We're going to need 6 wood. And then we have that, so just that. Okay, can we make another inscriber? Got those 2. There we go. And now we can just rip this out again. Place that there. Oh, that's wrong way around. Let's just turn that around. Like so. And we have a second inscriber. Okay, so while the inscriber goes, because we're making those, and for these we need then engineering press and diamond. I don't know how many diamonds we're going to need, but let's maybe go 16 first. So that's engineering and diamonds. And that's running. And then once we have those, do you combine those two again in another inscriber? Okay, I'm going to make another one. So it's 8 of these. 2 of those. 2 of those and an additional 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 of those. We need 1 more of those. So now if we do this, can we then go there, there, there? There we go. Another inscriber. Done. And then we can place more power there. Awesome. So now we can take these so long. We need 1 of each. Oh. And redstone dust. Okay, that's running. And then we can craft our AE2 or ME controller. So now if we say V, click there. ME controller. Okay. So we finished this part of the quest, and like mentioned, we still need to do those two to automate your ores completely, geo ores, whatever. But I think we need to look at mods, and it's under basics, applied energistics. So we've done this, which is grand. Okay, I don't know why it wants us to do that. We've done that. We've made those two, perfect. We've made the different presses, perfect. We've made fluix dust and stuff like that. We've made basic cabling. Oh, we need to make all of these still. Okay, we'll read about that again. But I think let's quickly make 1 of each. So another 1 of the diamond. Calculation is Certus. And logic is gold. Okay, Certus and gold. So let's grab... That's not gold. 16 of each. Yes, I do believe logic is gold. Looks like it's running. And then... Yeah, Certus is calculation. So we need 16 of those as well. And we can remove that and we can do calculation. Can we do more? Yeah. Oh, we need more redstone. Just grab a whole stack. And we're just going to chuck the redstone in there. That's fine. We're going to do 8. That's the right way. I do believe that's the right way. So while all of these press, let's quickly see. So we're going to do that now, which is the processor. And then from the processor, we're going to do terminals. We're going to do this one. Oh, what are those? Like, that's fine. That's fine. So we need to make 2 ME terminals. Do we need 2 terminals? Terminals provide access to any of the content of an ME network. The standard ME terminal simply lists everything in the network as one large grid to pull from and insert into akin to a single inventory. The ME crafting terminal is an extension of the ME terminal, which which also provides a built-in crafting grid, allowing for convenient crafting using any item contained in the network and visible through the terminal screen. So I think we need to do both, but we only need a crafting one, I guess, in the end. Do we have those? Okay, can we grab these? And I want to do 8 of those. Yeah, there we go. And then once we're done, we'll do 8 of those as well. we're going to need a bunch of these things, eh? Can we do this as well? Now we can take this out. We can do that and that. And we can do that. We can do that. Oh, my inventory is such a mess already. Okay, cool. So we just completed that quest as well. More silicon slices. Now we need to make these AE terminal things. These ME terminals. So formation core. Okay, that's fine. And a annihilation core. So we need more quartz and we need charge certers. We do have. Okay, so we just need quartz. I'm going to take 4. I'm going to make 4 of each because why not? Okay, and then we need 4 of these. Okay, we don't need a stick. Oh, we need this thing. Oh, my inventory's a mess. Okay, those go in there. Okay, it's perfect. Oh, we've got 3 of those, which is grand because we're going to need 3. And I need 2 glowstone. Glowstone, is it down yet? 1, 2. I don't want the stick. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, redstone 1. Word. Yeah, we need this crafting grid ASAP. Because what I do believe is, and well, you used to be able to still use this when you plug your system into this. So it will first put all the items. If it has a drawer, it will put the items into the drawer. And if it doesn't, it will go into the drives. So hopefully that is still a thing. I do believe it will be a thing, so not too worried. Grab that. Okay, we've got those 3. We've got ourselves a screen. And now we need to make ourselves this thing, which requires a crafting table. Of course it requires a crafting table. It's a crafting grid. So do that, that, that. Okay. So we have ourselves a crafting grid and an ME terminal, which is grand. And then the next one is the last piece of the puzzle for any large ME network is the ME controller. A controller supplies an ME network with a far larger number of channels. See, this is where it usually gets very difficult for me. Than the standard 8 channels for ad hoc networks, providing 32 channels out of each face of the block for a total of 216 channels. That's only for a single block controller. However, since the ME controller is in fact a multi-block structure, the controller can be up to 7x7x7 blocks in size, and can come in any free-form arrangement within that maximum size. Each individual block can then provide its own separate set of channels, so long as no single controller block is surrounded by 4 other blocks along the same plane. I think I know what that means. An ME network may only contain one multi-block controller at any given time. Attempting to connect more than one controller on a separate part of the network will cause a conflict, shutting down the whole network. An ME network may only contain one multi-block controller. Okay, it's this thing. What does G do? That's just the guide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 5. Okay. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't know, I think. So now the next thing we need to do on this list is the storage. So make a ME chest. We can remove those 2 and then also make a ME drive thingy. Oh, this is now where it's going to be really difficult. So my main goal is just to see if I can at least get that going. We have more of those. We're gonna need more of these. How do we get this again? Glass and the powder stuff. Okay, cool. So let's just grab some more glass. Can I chuck some of this in here? I don't want my for now. So we need to make more of these. Perfect. And now we need to make some of the purpley ones. These ones, I believe. That's correct. And now I have a full inventory. I don't know what. Yeah, that's a trash block. Okay. And then for this, we need an ME terminal. Oh, see, I needed another ME terminal. Is there something I can put away? Put those away. That. I don't want this block. Trash. Okay, so another ME controller, which means we're going to need more of. Let's just take all our chips out. Okay, so another ME controller. There we go. Perfect. That's the crafting. Okay, cool. We need a ME chest. 1 copper. Can I? Nope, I can't. Also don't have space. Oh, we can leave the glass. Chuck glass. Got the copper. And we have our ME. Oh, I needed the glass for that. Okay, what can we chuck? Let me adjust my chair, because this is now getting intense. Can I do this? Let's do this. Yeah, it's fine. Take the 2 glass. Take out the iron again. It's too much iron. We only need 1 stack, I guess. There we go. Oh, I put away the copper as well. Let's just take a stack of copper. ME chest. There we go. We've got that. And then we've got ourselves a ME driver. The driver house as well. What do you call that? Just ME drive. Okay, now we've got those. These are the drives. These are the ME IO port. The ME IO port allows for the content of an ME network storage to be quickly rearranged between different storage media, such as ME cells and external containers connected to the storage buses. When a cell is inserted in an input slot on the left, the IO port can be toggled to either empty the cell out into other ME storages or fill the idly partitioned cell with certain items spread across other storages. Okay. Cell workbench. The cell workbench allows for cells to be partitioned to hold specific items. Example, giving a whitelist filter. Okay, so that's if we want to filter, and that's those type of things. And then that's that. Glass cables, covered cables. Okay, let's quickly just go read through cables. To connect the vast majority of your ME network together, you will need some cables. ME glass cables is the first and most basic kind of cable, and you'll be making this all throughout as the first step towards crafting the other kinds of cables. Both glass cables and their covered counterparts can carry up to 8 channels along a single section of cabling. Unlike glass cables, covered cables can subsequently be crafted into dense covered cables capable of carrying up to 32 channels. However, most multi-part devices such as buses and terminals cannot be directly attached to dense cables, requiring normal width cables to form a connection instead. All cables can also be crafted with dye to color them. Uncolored fluix cables can connect to any other color of cable, but otherwise differently colored cables will never connect to one another. Okay. So it's all about how many ports it takes. Okay, now what do we do? Do we plonk this down? Does this now become a thing? Do we need this? Device offline. Do we need more power? Barrel. Okay, I really don't want it to connect there. Okay, cool. And then do we put our thingamabob over here? It's got power. This is online. It's telling us what's on the system. So if I put my crafting terminal on here, it's out of power. Does that need power on its own? Let's just do this. Not that block. Where's this trash block I just picked up? Let's just rip that out. And then I want to take this out and this out. Why does it not have power? Do we need a energy acceptor for it? Okay, let's quickly see. I think we're going to need an energy acceptor, which is this thing over here. Oh, we should be fine for that. Let's just... I need to add it to my crafting. There we go. Oh, it didn't take. That one. Can we craft it now? We need more quartz glass. Okay, let's grab more glass. And more of this. And I do believe we have some over here. Okay, cool. No. This one. This one. Okay. And now we can say energy acceptor. Okay, that's online. And if we put this there now. Does this require maybe this? I can't remember how any of these things work. Oops. Yeah, I had the wrong one. Okay, cool. So it's online. But we can't place anything into it because we don't have any drives. And that means that we'll have to craft drives first. Which I don't know if we're going to have time because this is already a very, very long video. Maybe we can. Let's quickly see what our quest is. So we finished that, which is fine. Then this is just the energy cell and all the upgrades. This network tool, cable anchors, advance, color applicators. Where's the different import and export buses? Oh, here we go. Import and export buses. To make life that much easier, AE2 provides a whole suite of devices for the manipulation of ME data. Example, moving stored items around the world. The ME interface is one of the devices as an input device. The interface allows any item, fluid, etc. to be piped externally through it, which is then automatically sorted in the ME network that the interface is connected to. As an output device, the interface can be configured to keep a certain available amount of a stored item in stock from the ME network to its own internal inventory. This allows items to then be received by some external sources like another player or some pipes. Okay. Export bus. The ME export bus periodically splits items in its spits items in its whitelist filter out to whatever external storage the bus is facing. Unlike the import bus, the export bus cannot work without being filtered. Okay, so that's something we're going to have to look at, but I think just to get it started, just to finish it off, we're just going to craft one single 1K ME drive. Let's make it 4K. So we need 4 1Ks. Do we have enough for that? Okay, let's quickly put that on there. So we need to craft those. No. Those. And then we need to craft those. Okay. So we need to craft 4 of these. And we don't have redstone on our inventory, so we're going to grab that. And we're going to need to craft 3 of those. 1, 2. Why did I just do 1 now? Oh, I chuck out. Can you only click 1 into the system at a time? That's really weird. Gonna put that in there. Gonna put that in there. Need some of those. Let's try again. We need 1 more. Oh, we need another logic press. Logic was... No, we do have. We do have. Can we do this? That should then give us 1 of those. Okay, cool. So we can do a little 1K. Perfect. 3K. Now we can do 4K. Do we have... Yeah, we do. We do have everything, so we can do that. Do this. Maybe craft that. So we did the 1K. We did a 4K. And now we just need to do this. With the 1K storage component, you can now craft yourselves a 1K ME item storage cell to start your digital item transfer storage system. You'll most likely want a majority of your storage to be for 4 items. So you'll probably want to make a few ME item storage cells. Okay, so let's just craft 1 of these. We're going to need another 1K. Okay, which is fine. It's these. Can we make another 1K real quick? There we go. And then we need to make a drive casing. I just actually want to make the housing. That's how you make the housing. Let's just say 1K. Because it wants us to craft the housing now. Okay, let's just get copper and iron. No, not gold. Let's chuck the cables in here. We're not going to need cables now, I do believe. And we're not going to need normal glass. We can chuck that in there as well. We need the 1K drive. That's such a waste. Okay, we have 1K storage drive, and then we get ourselves some more items. But now we can take the 1K drive and we can put it in here. And if we open this up now, we can actually put items into the storage system. And I'm going to do this with all my AE2 items for now. And then we can just come and grab all of these items and start our next... Well, I guess the next part of our adventure when we get back, when we start the following episode, because we still going to have to do a bunch of stuff in regards to AE2. We currently only have a basic 1K drive system set up, and it's going to fill up pretty quick, I do believe. 226 of 1024 bytes used, 24 of 63 different types. So it's not too bad. We can add a few more things, but like mentioned, it's not going to last very long. So let's also grab all of these. Let's see if we can add them in there as well. But yeah, that's AE2. It's going to be so much fun once we have all of these. I just don't know why if you scroll over the stuff, it picks it up. Kind of annoys me. But nonetheless, it's fine. So yeah, that's it. That's it for AE2. And sadly, it's going to have to be it for this episode. This episode's gone on way too long. And I need to get it rendered and edited and all of those things so it can go out to you tonight. Anyway, if you like this episode, then down in the comments, let me know. Also, tell me, have you ever worked with AE2 and what is your tips for a proper AE2 network? Till next time, bye for now.